What's up, everyone? It's Trainer Dell. In this video for you, I have some waifu decks from Weiss Schwarz. Basically, gonna go through each and every one of them and just kind of talk a little bit. If we do get footage for a later vlog, then I might attach it to this, might make it sole and separate video. I don't know yet. But basically, tonight I'm gonna be playing at Perfect Rares in Artesia for their waifu tournament. So this is one of the fan formats that got me into this game. When I first got into it, I thought, okay, trading card game, but to hear that like build a deck around your favorite girl or whatever of a show or game or light novel, whatever, I thought that was really cool. You're putting a restriction, you're building a deck trying to, just play your best girl. I thought that was really cool. As you can see here, these are like my original three, I guess you could say. This one is more new because it's all Japanesed out. Like, I had an English one, but I've been kind of working on this. This one isn't pure right now. I'm gonna switch it into like trying to just do like the normal key, like Angel Beats 8 standby. So you'll see why I'm not picking this for tonight. And at the end of this part, I'll show you what I am gonna play as I'm going through it, but just a little history and everything. So first waifu deck I ever built was the Asuna, and it was not great. It was horrible. It was a bunch of vanillas. And I think one thing a lot of people allow for waifu wars is 4 cards of not your waifu or of not the character. So like I actually played in the back row some Kiritos because I was playing that imprisoned Queen Asuna or whatever it was, or just imprisoned Asuna. And if you had a Kirito, then she gets like boosted and encore and stuff like that. It's changed since then, obviously, and it has the Jeremy Lee signature that I got when I saw it at LA Comic Con. Basically, this one was like, what you guys been seeing is like kind of like a half Fluctlight and half the Avatar / net version, but I'm trying to change it as the anniversary set in English comes out soon. And I actually went to this because although the Asuna Joins the Party is really good in like a pure Avatar / net build, if you get the reverses, you can choose any card with this. So I still think that's cool. So yeah, that's what this is, and I still want this as my main finisher. There's going to be a new Kirito Asuna that also uses Mother Rosario, I believe. So that'll be cool to play. Then I was playing an Angel Beats deck. I should put this away. I was playing an Angel Beats deck, so that eventually got disbanded and turned into a Yuri waifu. But before I had that, I had the Maki from Love Live, and I was a big Love Live fan. This one is not really. This was everything else will be more shuffled. I think I was just working on that. I'm just gonna go through this. And yeah, she was my favorite, the tsundere of the group, quote unquote. I don't know. First time I put like an SR in a deck, and these. Oh man, I wish I got more. I don't right now have the. We Are a Single Light Makis. I was able to find some, so I'm getting like 2, and then I'm getting 2 of the climaxes for that, so I'll add that into here. So I have like a level 0 combo and a level 1 that can actually use anything as long as there's a climax. Then you can draw a card, discard a card. So I just really like this Happy Maker. I was trying to find an SP for the longest, but even to this day, I can't really find one. I understand she's super popular and everything, so it's just hard to get. So this one, like I said, has 2 cards right now that aren't Yuri, but if you've seen the gameplay and everything and how you can do this. But yeah, this as a finisher is sick because you do double triggers and everything starting from like level 2 if you get this out, and you just need 8, and you discard 2, ping 5 times, but you have to have full board. So yeah, I'm gonna slowly change this into and try out the like normal, quote unquote normal deck. I mean, although they do allow like 4 of a off card, it would have been cool to use this, but I did try this out at one of the locals without the finisher, and it was just a lot of damage, and it wasn't like the funnest thing to play. It was just doing dumb stuff, and it was really funny. Some people even allow familiars to join. So like Mugi's Maple Waifu, sometimes they'll allow like Syrup, but he doesn't play it. Puddin's decks, you've definitely seen this if you've watched the channel, but she has the Kurisu, her favorite girl from Steins Gate. I think Steins Gate and Gurren Lagann are her favorite animes. So it's really cool that this, we were able to get one of these. Trying to get another one is super, like, I don't know, they overpriced this a lot. I think I got this for like $4, and now when I look online, it's like 30 or 20 something. It's like, it would be nice to get a second one, but it's not really necessary. But yeah, it's really cool that Weiss Schwarz has both her favorite game animes in the game. And then this is her Miku deck. I feel like quintuplets are gonna run rampant tonight. Like, there's no, how can I say? Sometimes people will ban the quintuplets decks right out of the gate, because they're just so strong as waifu. And that's something that I was thinking about. Like, should I play my quintuplet deck or not? Like, Puddin's not gonna play. She doesn't think she is, because it's a pricey buy-in. But yeah, we'll see. These are two janky waifu decks. I built this for one of my friends because he loves Rem. It's his third favorite girl over. I think it's Hinata 02, which, you know, is in Weiss Schwarz, but in the Japanese. And then, yeah, Rem. So this one is just a very janky. I think we use this with, and then there's no, what's his name? There's no Subaru, so, or that talking about the future Subaru, so she can't get that power up in here. I mean, maybe I'll add it. It's still technically legal, but I like to play pure, to be honest. I like to play pure waifu. That's just something I like. This one's a super old one. My best friend was like, just pick a girl with glasses. I was like, okay. So I do not have the level 3s for here, and in all honesty, it's not even like good. It's just super. We played super jank for like the longest with these decks. Why is there like 3 in the front? Oh, I think, was I gonna change something? I don't know. But yeah, from Bakumonogatari. Moving on through Team Green. We got a few green decks. Lifa. I thought it was really cool. It's not, again, the strongest. This might get an upgrade when the new anniversary set comes out. Because the new Lifa stuff from, like, I think there's 1 card in here, maybe? I don't know. But the newer Lifa stuff from the Alicization stuff just will not fit in here. It will not synergize at all. But yeah, there's a few cool stuff in here. Let's put this away, and then we'll go to the next. Start with a Quince deck. I think this was played on the channel. I think so. I think Mugi played it. The Yotsuba. He couldn't decide which one he likes more, Yotsuba or Nino. I think he's more Team Nino now. But my cousin Jason loves Yotsuba, so if he ever, you know, wants to play, I got a waifu deck ready for him. It just uses the set 2 combos, which is that one. And where is she? And that one that just kind of comes down, and also Icy Tails. Oh, she's right in the front. Icy Tails without the climax combo. You can just spam her out if she's into memory when you play the combo. So that's still kind of cool. You don't have to pay the cost. You can save the stock for her effect rather than what's that, playing them from hand. And then is this the last green deck we're gonna see right now? Starting off with the Rent-A-Girlfriends. I have one Rent-A-Girlfriend waifu deck for each of the girls. So the Sumi. I think the Sumi is the strongest, to be honest. So, I just think the stand-buying out stuff and cheating things out, and then the Minus Soul, I think is kind of strong. And then you get filters. Oh, well, this one, you can bring this one out at level 2, and it gets hexproof. This one to give all your Sumis power, and then if you have the experience requirement with having this in the level, then yeah, you can just draw a card, discard a card, or discard a card and then draw a card, and then also tap, you know, rest it to give something 500 power. Like, it's just some good profile, some good overall. The thing is, other than that, some of, I mean, the level swap's kind of good. Their own, like, Icy Tail's pretty good. Some of the other stuff is just like filler, though. That's what I feel like about this deck. Searching and deck speed are not like the best in this one. She has some effects with some Sumis that let her, like, you know, when they're played, you can do some stuff, and if you reverse, you search, stuff like that. That just you have to jump through some hoops in the mid game, but like, man, if you at level 2, you can kind of take over the game. We have the Mommy deck. Mommy did nothing wrong. That's what Mugi believes. If he was gonna play in this tournament, he might have brought this one, to be honest. He actually kind of likes it. The level 3 is kind of underrated. This one's also like, you know, you kind of mill through your deck a little bit, get through stuff, and then this, the fact that it has the double trigger, and then you can pay 2 to do her effect. It's just, it's a little awkward, but, you know, you get this tool. Like, Mommy's actually has a good toolbox of cards. So it would have been funny if he did join, but he's got other things to do today, so he's not going to make it. And then we're going to try to do like Frank's tomorrow and sell off some cards. And then, of course, a lot of people's favorite, best girl, Chizuru. Not my best girl, but I mean, in the show, she's definitely like the best. Because she's like the protagonist. And also she kind of has like a way to bring out her level 3 at level 2. It just, you have to like wait a turn. So it is searchable, so that's kind of cool. The fact that you can get it with the level 1 combo. And I think there's also a bonder or something like that to it. So yeah, overall the Chizuru, really good. I think in terms of finishing power, this is like the best card in the Rent-A-Girlfriend set. This is like the best finisher in like by far. Like, when you use the Sumi package, it's just a support and like kind of slow down your opponent. But if you want to like finish your opponent, the burn 2, bouncing it back to hand to save her, stuff like that, just really cool. And, you know, pay 1, discard 1's not too hard when you're playing Gate. So yeah, those are the Rent-A-Girlfriends. I'm saving 1 for later. And then we have my Reen deck, right? Yeah. So we got Reen. And this one, I don't know. I mean, this is kind of cool, to giving all the Reens Clock Encore. It's really cool. I just feel like, just inconsistent in the end game. This really good, played in the meta builds, like level 1, but it's just early game and kind of late game, it just isn't the strongest. And I don't know if we're gonna get any more cards because they're done, right? Like Fate Stay Night, at least their 3 storylines are done. So I don't know. Wish she got a few more, and maybe a better finisher. I don't have that level 2 free fresh or whatever it is. I don't have that level 1 that's like basically a Yu-Gi-Oh card, has all these effects. But it's all right. So I was thinking about bringing this deck. But like I said, I think there's gonna be a lot of quintuplets, and I think the Itsuki 8 Gate is probably my strongest waifu deck right now. It's just really consistent. This is a really strong combo. I like the Starbucks. This is really cool, the fact that like even when you early play it, like they can't adachi it. Like you could, on the turn you play it and you heal, and then when it's your opponent's start of their combat, you can choose, if you see like an adachi, choose that. That won't get reversed, so they're just wasting time. Yeah, the ending is not too hard to, like, I play a lot of level 3, so to get the experience isn't too hard. And to get into things, it's just like the fact that you can draw out stuff if you have a good deck state. even if you have a bad deck state, there's times where like I've purposely like encored 2 of these to like take out 6 stock, and I can still get up because you don't need stock for the finisher, you just need hand. And so it's really good, and it replaces itself when you play it. Just really good. The burn 1 and then burn 4 and then attack. So yeah, I think Itsuki is gonna see a lot of gameplay tonight. If a lot of people are going Itsuki, Nino, it's like, so that's why I didn't want to play Itsuki. I just felt like if you can just play the Itsuki deck, and then maybe if you want to do the take advantage of that, play 4 of any other character, usually a 0, then you can play the Ichika, the one that searches. I forget the profile, like what it is, but you know, you clock yourself. Is it a Akatsuki, something like that? Or you I'm not too sure. You just you clock yourself from deck and then you search. But yeah, the deck I'm gonna be playing, you guys have seen it on the channel a lot. You guys know that this is one of my favorite overall. This, to me, this is one of the best girls. This is best girl for me in Rental Girlfriend. This is one of my best girls overall, but it is the Ruka, and I'm slowly trying to hollow it out, or foil it out, I guess you can say. This is the profile I'm going with, adding in a little green. I don't know if I'll get the SSBs. That's gonna be too crazy to try. I'm trying 1. There's times where like I played 2 and it's like and you don't really need it. It's just good to if you get it, it's great, but you don't really need it for the ending. Playing these, we're playing the 2 cheaters just in case if we face against like standby matches ups, and then we're just playing these just in case too, because these take care of the 3s. I like it. They're just, you know, bought right the clock thingy. Oh, is that in the card? 2 of these ones to help with just a level 2, just to be like, if people play Nino, let me try to take this out. And there is that level 1 that it can't be reversed by cost 0s. So that's what this is here for, because you know, it can just refund us our stock, and then when it attacks, it gets the power up. And then we have the early play. We have the I'm the girlfriend, this little package, and then of course the finisher. The say I wish this was the SR, because this is just so close, and then I actually like the picture with the crepe or whatever. And then yeah, missing 1 of those and then 2 of these. So yeah, that's just the history of all the waifu decks that I basically have built and have with me. And this is what I'm gonna play. So, you know, wish me luck, and we'll see how I do. All right, we're back. So yes, I did play in the tournament. I got home, and then in the mail I had my 4th SR of the Bouldering Date Ruka, so I just swapped that in. This is the deck list. You can kind of see the ratios for yourself. I went 1 and 2, and overall really had a fun experience. Really cool. Did not actually see Ninos and Itsuki's like I thought I was, but I did see 2 Ichikas. So yeah, basically 1 and 2. First game was against actually Kana from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. I got wrecked. I got mopped. I don't know, what are some other things? Just, I got destroyed. I think I took 10 damage at one point, because it was one of those games where I clocked, and then I drew 2 climaxes and I had no playables. I had like 1 playable in my hand, and then the next turn I clocked and I drew another climax, and then I drew into like a level 3 or something, one of these, and I had nothing, and my opponent just built up all this stock just attacking me free. I went to level 3 when he was at 1, and I only really got him to 2 because he, you know, was clocking himself and deck refreshing, doing stuff. So I didn't really get him to 2. He got himself to 2, so he can try to early play the level 3 Kana and just win the game, because I couldn't do anything. It was crazy how I didn't see anything. That was probably the worst game I've ever played. So I was like, you know what? No more expectations. I don't have to, no pressure. Just play the rest of the games. Game 2, played against Ichika, and it was really, really close. And I actually blasted him into level like 2-4 when I was barely at like 1-1. And I thought, ooh, I'm good. But he was able to stabilize because he was able to get out that new Ichika or whatever that like it can top check, it can search 2 cards, put 1 in stock, 1 in hand, and yeah, and then when you attack it, you can look at the top 2 cards. So he stabilized. He was like super like what's that word called? He was super compressed, and I actually was stuck at 1-5, and then I canceled 3 times, and I was at what was it, 1-6, and then I got blasted to like 3-1. Like I had stuff. I could have early played this earlier. I had this in my hand. I just couldn't play them because I kind of was stuck. So I took a lot of damage. I do like that these Rukas help deal with that effect because I can just bounce it back and not really have to worry about. But it was bad that first game where, I mean, it was really close. I think we eventually ended like he got 3-4, and then I took like a random 5 or 4 damage from another climax combo with Ichika, where if it canceled, then he can shuffle 2 cards back in and then burn 4. So that's what got me. Like I was at 3-3, and then just I took that burn. Like Ruka was canceling almost too much. In all honesty, I'd rather take the 3 than burn 4. You know. But yeah, that again, really fun. And then the last game, I was again out of nowhere. This an Ichika waifu, and I was able to play a bit better. Having played that Ichika deck, I knew what to look out for, and I knew to keep these in hand. And there was a time where both of us were just canceling, and we were just building up like crazy amount of stock. I think at one point I had like 8 stock, and my opponent also had a lot of stock because they would kind of press even because they would do the climax combo, build 3 stock, and then like you know, do the thing where when it gets attacked, I was just attacking with weenies and then just leaving my board open. And then at one point, just he ended turn because there was a lot of climaxes down there, so I just moved some of my weenies up, just attacked for 2 1s, and they're all 2s and stuff. I was really shocked, and I almost lost it. I almost lost that game as well, but I got lucky on a random restand and sticking some damage, and then I cleared the board, sort of healed, and then like was able to play restanders. So yeah, that's how it went. Won the last game, so felt pretty good about that. And to anyone out there who thinks about playing, I say just go and play. Don't be afraid to lose. I don't mind at all losing. I'm just having a great time, and that's all I can say. So Ruka finally got a win at that local card shop because I had brought it one time and went 0-4. So overall record for her there is 1-7. So we got 1. So hopefully do better at the next waifu tournament. Maybe even just play it locally just for funds. Although next week I think I am going to bring the updated Angel Beats Key deck. I'll show you that probably next week. We'll see if I do another tournament report. All right, thanks for watching. All right, peace.